Thank you.
There are a few ways that we can have this Kundalini awakening process triggered, few ways that we can have the spiritual awakening path triggered. Of course, they're the ways that we know: meditation, devotion, chanting, breath work, psychedelics, Shaktipat with like a guru. There's a new way, which I don't think existed even 50 years ago, which is the encountering of an ascension partner, of what some may call a twin flame. And this has been going on, I guess, within the past 10 years, maybe a little bit earlier than that, but it's very fresh. And that's why it's like there's no, I guess, ancient writings about it. I think
Yeah.
one of the main themes is that all of the things that I had mentioned, meditation, breathwork, chanting, devotion, studying with the guru, Shaktipat, these things would kind of happen as like for the ascetics who would kind of go into like monastic life. Whereas the twin flame thing is like, you're going to do this in a relationship. And I think that speaks to the overall theme of our ascension that's happening right now on the planet is like, no more running away to the mountains, no more running away to the ashram. It's like, you're going to do it here in the world, in the city, with your 9 to 5 job, with your family, with your partner, with whatever. And so I think it's only makes sense that the universe would now bring about these sort of twin flame encounters to further our ascension along. My journey in particular, I had a partner who I would say was a twin flame, was like an ascension partner, you could say. And this was about 8 years ago. It was during this relationship, which was only 2 months, which went very deep. But that's when I had the most powerful Kundalini rising that, started all this, very intensely for me. So I see it as very valid. In all of my exploration thus far, I've concluded that there are some people whose role it is just to come into your life to set you up for a very accelerated awakening process, to light you on fire, period. I don't go so far as to say there's some people who, we share a soul with or we're meant to be together forever. There are just some people who just come to really light you on fire, speed up your ascension process. Some of them are obviously romantic. Some of them, maybe somebody in your life that, just gives you a really hard time. But yes, it can cause a lot of, the dimensions of our life to be turned upside down: work, where we live, health. You start to question everything because of the context of the relationship, but also because of the energy now moving through you. So it can be a very intense path. Those that haven't had this encounter might not be able to relate with you. They may think that you're just a crazy person in love, but I understand it's more than that. There's something very energetically powerful about these relationships. Ultimately, what I've concluded is that self-love is the ultimate lesson here. You have to be
Yeah.
your own ideal partner in the most intense way in every moment. So whatever it is that you would like from another person, you have to give that to yourself. If you want attention from them, you have to give it to yourself. If you want them to validate your emotions, you want them to apologize, if you want them to forgive, you got to do all of that for yourself. And that's the mirror that they're holding up for us. And in time, the nice part about this path is that it is very fast. It's very fast. And a lot of growth can happen very quickly, because opposite of running away to a monastery meditating by yourself, you have these people that are going to turn your life upside down and constantly trigger you and bring things up for you to very quickly process it. So that's a little bit about that. You can look forward to a talk that I'll put out that will go a little bit more in depth. I'll talk a bit more about my own experiences as well.